Good morning to my colleagues, Ms. Vukovic, Ms. Peshevic, and also Mr. Schmidt. And good morning to you also, fellow partners and civil servants. I'm really happy to be here today to meet the first generation of civil servants who will become officially certified for strategic planning. I believe you'll be the front runners in your institutions to introduce strategic planning approaches and start the changes by sharing the new knowledge and skills you've learnt with your peers. This event today also shows government's determination to develop a more efficient system of public policy coordination in Montenegro, one of Sigma's and the OECD's 6 key principles for public administrative reform. But to do this thoroughly is very demanding and time-consuming. It not only requires a meticulous approach to dive into a sea of over 100 strategic documents that Montenegro has adopted. I think it's 117 to be precise, but also to analyse them and have a vision to develop a system of coordination and monitoring between the documents, other national strategic priorities and the EU acquis. I know your goal is to develop evidence-based policy making and planning to provide a set basis for setting realistic goals and prioritising resources around them. Today I understand that there's a solid legal framework in place in this area with the comprehensive decree on procedure of drafting, alignment and monitoring of implementation of strategic documents, and also a detailed methodology for policy development. These are important and need to be implemented if they're going to go forward. Also, a network of the strategic planning focal points now trained sit in the main ministries, and they will serve as a forum among peers that can support each other and take the implementation into practice. I'm sure that the certified training developed in cooperation with HRMA, Human Resources Management Authority, will serve as a good basis to put this framework into action. I'd also like to acknowledge the contributions of the partners in this initiative, the Government of Montenegro, Norway as a contributing partner, and UNDP. The General Secretariat of the Government is UNDP's key partner in their role of anchoring public policy coordination, and I'd like to use this opportunity to praise the work of Ms. Gordic and her team in the very substantial efforts already made in grasping these more than 100 strategies adopted in Montenegro and organising them in a systematic manner. No mean feat. Through this project, the Norwegian Ministry of Foreign Affairs is supporting government in this endeavour, and I'm glad that UNDP can contribute to this support. Finally, I want to take this initiative a little higher. It's important to note that this goal becomes one of the ones that relates to the Sustainable Development Goals and Agenda 2030. Agenda 2030 was an initiative that was signed by all governments in the world, and creating responsive and accountable institutions is the foundation of Goal 16, which relates to efficient government. By striving to achieve these objectives, you're not only achieving what you need to do in order to implement the acquis, to create a better and more efficient government, but you're also contributing to goals that have been generated globally and the Sustainable Development Agenda, and particularly Goal 16, which relates to peace, justice and strong institutions. Thank you.